going on, YouTube? All right, let's see. Today, doing a video of my LandHonor skid steer. I was going to do just change the hydraulic fluid. I just bought this thing, and anyway, everybody recommends changing the hydraulic fluid. It looks like I think mine was over serviced because I got in here. This was all just filthy dirty, and yeah, you can see it kind of even ate the paint off. And anyway, there's a breather cap, which is the fill cap is also a breather cap, so I believe it was overfilled and it just leaked it all out. I did look at the sight gauge here. It's a sight gauge and temperature gauge, and mine, like, it's got fluid in it because I can see it dead in there, but you can't see a level. So I'm sure when it heats up, it expands and just leaks everywhere. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and drain it out. I bought a fluid extractor from Harbor Freight. I think it was like 89 bucks. I just feel like that's the easiest way to get it out. I mean, I don't know, I'm sure there's someone else may know of a better way, but it seems pretty good to me. The only thing is, I don't know if you can see, but down in there, if you can see it, there's a screen. And the problem is you can't put your hose down into the stuff. So anyway, so it looks like a number 3 hex key. Just remove all those four bolts there, and pop that screen out, and then that way you can get your extractor tube down in there. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back to you. All right, got that done. All right, I got all those pulled out. So just reach in here and yeah, there we go. Slide that screen out, and looks like, you know, over time you could probably clean that as well. Anyway, now we have a good straight shot down to the reservoir for our yeah, and that thing it's pretty full. It's some strange looking hydraulic fluid too. I don't know about that. At first, I've done some research, so when my machine is running, I did relabeled everything, but that oil cooler light is red and it's on all the time. So I looked it up online, and you know, one thing said, oh, that means something bad, shut her down. But then it sounds like everybody's stays on, so I feel like if the light's on, you're good. If it's off, you're not good. So clearly one of the things is it's either overheating or low on fluid. Well, clearly I'm overfilled, for one, and two, it's on as soon as I start the thing. So I feel like that's supposed to stay on. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna get this extractor pump here, get the hose put down in it, and yeah, just set this down in there. Sorry. Yeah, and then just start pulling out the hydraulic fluid and getting the tank emptied out. All right, yeah, this thing was definitely overfilled. Now that I've been emptying it, it may not work. Now I can actually see a fluid line. This gauge is also a temperature gauge. But yeah, you could clearly see a fluid line right here. So anyway, yeah, it's draining. This extractor's slowly pulling all the stuff out. But yeah, I kind of read that, you know, kind of keep the thing 80%. Obviously you're gonna have some expansion, so I didn't really have anything to go by, so I just did some research online, and you know, around 80% full I think is good, and just kind of, you know, go from there. Got it all done. Yeah, anyway, the extractor pump works great. Basically, you just put the hose down in there, and you pump that thing maybe 10-15 times, and then it kind of builds up a suction inside that canister, and then it just starts draining. So anyway, I drained out 18 liters basically, which is just under 5 gallons. So like I said, mine was definitely overfilled, there's no doubt. So anyway, where did I go? I went to Tractor Supply, just bought their Traveler brand, the ISO 46 anti-wear hydraulic fluid. So anyway, put this stuff in. Like I said, I'm not going to put, I think I'm going to only fill that gauge up to maybe 80 or 90%, because it definitely made a mess before. So anyway, yeah, we will do that, get it filled up, kind of crank it up and run the bucket up and down. And all right, got it full. I didn't use the whole 5 gallons bucket. Like I said, mine was over full for sure, because it had definitely spit out a bunch. But anyway, if you look at my side gauge now, I've got mine sitting about right here. I figured that'll leave some room for expansion. My side gauge on this tank, and I think everyone's different, but mine's closer to the top of the tank. So anyway, and you know, obviously this stuff expands when it gets hot, so I'm gonna try that. I don't know if you can see down in there, but it's not full, but it's I don't know, it's maybe 3 or 4 inches below the top. So I think that's gonna be a lot better. Like I said, if you have one of these like mine, I have it filled as far as the temperature mark, it's at the 80 or the 160 Fahrenheit. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'll clean it up real good, that way I'll know if it had spewed anything out, and kind of make a mental note for next time. So anyway, now all I'm gonna do is just, we'll take this strainer. I cleaned it off, made sure everything was clean, set it back on there. I put a little Loctites on the screws, and then yeah, that way it's because they were pretty loose. And then I'm gonna go through and just check, like I said, every nut, bolt, whatever it is, just make sure everything's snug and tight. Yeah, and then yeah, we'll see what I've got. Some things coming in tomorrow. Gonna do an oil change, so I'll do a video of that. Basically gonna be putting on a drain hose, because you'll see on the video, it's if you could see it here, I don't know, right there on the side of the engine is the drain plug, and there's no way to do anything. I mean, it's just gonna pour out. So I think I'm gonna use my extractor and get the majority of the oil out. And then I bought a drain hose on Amazon. I'll screw in there, and then that way for the next time it'll make things a little easier. Anyway, yeah, hydraulics change was pretty straightforward. I think next time I'll do it, I'll drain the tank real good, and I'm going to check it, but make sure, you know, I mean, I looked in there for some debris. I didn't see much, but I may check a little better. But yeah, this is worth it for sure. It's nice because you just, like I said, pump it about 15 times, and you just sit the back and it drains, and it got all that out. So yeah, basically almost filled a 5-gallon bucket up with what was in there. So anyway, yeah, 89, 88 bucks, Harbor Freight, totally worth it in my opinion. Like I said, someone else may have a better way of doing it. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I covered everything. I tried to keep it pretty short, so. All right, until next time.